I don't know what it is. I just literally put start and she starts barking. Worst. Hey, this is Lorena and I wanted to do a video of some of my new favorites. I just really am enjoying them and I thought maybe you'd like a video of like this month and last month's favorites that I found. And there, I'm trying to go a little bit cheaper. So I really hope you'll like this video of like, these are quilting things that I like. All right, let's do this. Favorite number one is, my favorite mat is an Olfa green cutting mat. I love those mats, they're my favorite. But those suckers, as the years have gone by, they're extremely expensive. So a couple months ago, I went to Joann's and Joann's was selling their Cricut mats. These are the Cricut mats for like, alright, you're gonna freak out when you find out how inexpensive these mats are. For a Cricut cutting mat, a 12 by 12 cutting mat, which is a smaller one, they're like $13. This cutting mat that's 18 by 24, they say they're $35 for the whole mat, or you can also, they're on sale right now at Joann's for $26.24. I don't know if you could use a 40% off coupon at Joann's, but sometimes these suckers go like up to 15% off. Like I said, I think I got like these for like $15, $20. I have been using this for about 4 months. For cheaper, these are kind of just as good, maybe. I don't know, give them a try. They're heavy, sturdy mats. I like them a lot. Another favorite that I'm really starting to like a lot, which I think it's a great rotary cutter, but we're just saying, this is my favorite. I used to love, and I still love, my Olfa rotary cutters, but I shared this. This is a Walmart brand. Every time I go to Walmart now, I buy these. They're like $8, $10. Love these. But a friend at a quilt store shared with me this rotary cutter. I don't know if you've been with me a while. Whenever I'm rotary cutting, I never close the blade. I know, bad girl. But apparently with these, the blade, you don't need to close the blade, but be careful with these. I heard from a friend that they do, if they fall on your foot, they can cut you. It gives different pressure levels, so you can lock it this way to where it won't. And so it has a locking system also. You just have to get used to doing it from back here, not from the front. If this does drop down on your foot, it can cut you. Warning. But if it's on the table and you kind of just slightly push on it, just a nice tender push, it won't cut you if the blade is open or unlocked. If you're right-handed or left-handed, great rotary cutter for both handed kind of people. So if you have one person that's a right-handed person, which I am, and then a person who's left-handed wants to use this rotary cutter, it's kind of, you can do both. Just be careful that you do lock it, okay? It has a really easy locking system. Lock it anyway. I just thought it was a neat gadget. I don't know. All right, let's do item number 3. Item number 3, I didn't think I would really like them. These are 2-pinned pins. This is what they're called. This is what they are. I'm doing right now, I went to a quilt store and I saw a Cuddles quilt and I begged the owner to please let me buy it. And I was harassing her and she like told me to buy the kit. And so I went and I purchased the kit. You know, she could have just sold me the finished quilt, you know, but she didn't want to. I tend to, when I'm connecting my seams together, is put 2 pins anyway, so when I'm sewing it, it doesn't shift right or left or shift at all on the bulkiness of the seam line. Now, I didn't think I would like them, but oh my God, when I was working on the Cuddles quilt, you have to really pin horizontally and make sure that all your pins are lined up. This was a magnificent thing because it pinned to the edge and I also straightened the bottom area, but I really am loving these pins. Let me put them on my hand. They have an angle to them. They say they're like strong. It's kind of neat. They're easy to grab. You have more to grab for your hand, and I just really am liking them. And they angle in such a way to where they pin, but it keeps your fabric straight, which that's a great plus. You know what I mean? I talked also about these in one of my favorites. I don't know when I was reorganizing this whole space. It was these project organizers. Well, it's really clothing, like when you're going out of town. These were like $9, $10, and I got 5 for $15, and you only get 3 with these. But I got these at Amazon. I love how beautiful they came with all these beautiful colors. And I love these. I'm organizing all my projects in here. I will link the video to where I showed how I organize my projects. You can see that I have my wool book, patterns, bundles of wool, and then they're big enough to fit containers where I have my thread, my needles that I purchased because I wanted to do this project that I still haven't gone to. And then I have patterns underneath, my extra little wools in here. I have a pattern that I wanted to make. Also, I bought needles for this book. I mean, it fits so much stuff. And the neat thing is I got this container at IKEA for like a couple dollars, and I'm using it for my threads and my needles. And then you could kind of like organize your wool. And I'm going to a bee, a wool bee. Is that a thing? Yeah. And a friend said that she would teach me how to do wool. And the neat thing is I could just literally grab this little bundle and get going. And if you haven't seen the video before, I decided to use these little smaller ones for, these are the blocks that I'm doing, and these are my fat quarters for making this quilt top. Now they also have these that are bigger, and I'll also link those down below and maybe even post a picture, one on each side of the mediums and the small here. But oh my god. All right, item, I don't know what it is here, but I'll put it. One of the things that I really love is nippers. I do a lot of embroidery work and quilting work, and I don't like scissors as much when I'm cutting the thread for the long arm or for even the bobbin, when I'm getting the bobbins ready, or for embroidery, you know, to get those real detailed little cuts. These really sweet little nippers. I get these at allstitch.com, I think for $8 or something like that. I get a whole bunch of them because I use them for my piecing, I use them for my embroidery, and I use them for my long arm quilting. So these are my favorite. But I found these at Amazon. And these are multi-purpose scissors. These have some strength to them. Like they have these are really nice and stiff. It has a little bit more of a strength here to here, and they're great. They're sharp. I just love these. And these were only, I think it was 3 for $20. And so they're like $6.69, and I'll put the link down below of these. They're lovely. I love them. They cut thread great. They had angle ones and straight ones. I usually like more of the angle shape. These are more straight, and I do have some angle ones. They're great. I'm not surprised they were surgical scissors. I was just looking for nippers. I also wanted to come up here and thank one of my wonderful subscribers who sent me these sweet little handmade cotton slippers, which they're so sweet. I will kind of just post some of her information here and thank her for making these for me. I love the color, I love the blue, and I'll be wearing them up here when I'm working. And just be slipping and sliding with my slippers. I just thank you for the kind gesture of making these for me and sending them to me. Just really appreciate her.